Hello, I'm back. Excuse me. And I wanted to talk about something else, something that people may not want to hear about. Roman Catholicism, a little bit, but mainly about God. And I know that if you're atheist or you belong to a religion that doesn't believe in God, then you don't want to hear it. But this is my vlog, so I'm going to talk about it. And I want to talk about people being on the wrong path. If you are doing too much of a bad thing, or even a small bad thing, you'll get signs from God that let you know you are on the wrong path. He will always give you a sign or send someone to you to let you know or make you feel something to let you know, whether it be guilt or feeling of just not liking yourself because you did something, or regret, or somebody telling you something that makes you uncomfortable because you did something like that, or uh, somebody coming into your life and doing the same thing, and you see them doing the same thing, and you can't believe that you did it yourself, or just aging and knowing that you've been doing what you've been doing for a while. Feelings of just self-loathe for doing things, not for being depressed or having a bad life, but just for doing things that are bad. God will always send you signs to give you a chance to get back on the right path. So remember that. Look for the signs, okay? You don't want to end up in hell. Trust me, it's not a good place. It's not just the river of fire. It's the river of fire, but the devil also plays games with you when you're down there. He doesn't just let you sit in the fire. You also have to play along with the devil, and he's not a nice person. I mean angel. Whatever. He used to be an angel. He's just not a nice being. He's horrible. He's everything bad that you can think of. And he'll do everything bad that you can't even imagine to you in hell. So, that's just a fair warning. Just a fair warning. Remember, God always sends you signs. God is there, watching your every move, and He will send you signs to let you know you are on the wrong path. Pay attention to the signs and get back on the right path. And for those of you who are feeling self-loathe, self-loathing, or depressed, or lonely, and even if you don't believe in God, then just you don't pray, you don't belong to a religion, or you just don't practice your religion anymore. When you get to any point in your life, especially when you're down, you can always just force yourself to believe in God for a few minutes and say, God, help me. That's all you have to say, and that'll start the ball rolling. And have a little faith that He will help you. Have faith that He will help you. The faith of a mustard seed. I don't know the quote. I just don't know. But I'm going to have to learn a lot of stuff. But just a little faith will go a long way. I know it would be hard for atheists, but if you could just make yourself believe for 1 minute that God exists and that all these people who believe in God are not wrong, that Roman Catholics aren't wrong, that Christians aren't wrong, that we're not wrong, and all the other religions and Jewish people aren't wrong. There is a God. And Muslim people aren't wrong. There is a God. If you, whatever other religion believes in God, if you could just make yourself believe for 1 minute, but really, it's Jesus. It's Jesus that you should be believing in. Jesus. So remember, you can't go through get to heaven unless you go through Jesus. So if you can make yourself believe for just 1 minute that Jesus exists and Jesus is your Savior, and just say, Jesus, please help me. Just for 1 minute, and have faith that He will, then that'll start the ball rolling. That'll start the ball rolling. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I wanted to add about my schools. So I remembered a few things. Yes, it would probably be from 9 to 7. But like I said, the last 2 hours would be uh, no classes. And then during those 2 hours, that's when sports will take place. And that's when people can either go to the library, which will have a beautiful big library stocked with tons and tons of books, or go to lectures. There'll be plenty of lectures that are interesting lectures. I think, and for East Cleveland and for places like that, there will definitely be things about culture that they can relate to, their own culture. So because I plan on putting some in a school in in a Mexican neighborhood in Houston where I taught, and also in all the other Hispanic places around the country, and all the other disadvantaged places, you know. So, um, so there'll be a class on their culture that they'll take, and they'll take that for 4 years to learn about their culture. And there'll be extra lectures about their culture, lectures about um, everything, lectures on a variety of topics, and mini courses that they can take during that time, during those 2 hours. Fun mini courses, just fun mini courses, like for women, just, how to do the latest hairstyles. For, yeah, for teenage girls, how to do the latest hairstyles, or how to just something fun. And for the guys, I don't know. I'm not a guy, but I'm not going to be creating the school alone. I'm going to have a ton of help from innovative school leaders and educators. So they'll help me figure it out. What else did I want to say? I just have so much to learn. I have so much to learn. I don't know uh I don't know if I'm going to be able to learn it all, because there's so much that I missed out on that I wish I knew at this point in my life. But I'm going to have to take the time to learn. Also, I just wanted to say that I am praying 3 novenas right now to the Holy Family. One to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, one to the Immaculate Heart of Mary, and one to Saint Joseph. And I'm also being called. I haven't been able to do I did it once, but I haven't kept up with it. But I'm going to do it now because I feel like I'm being called to pray the entire rosary every day. That means all four mysteries every day. And, I want to do it. I do because I love the rosary. And the rosary gives you so many graces. I know. I know it does because um when I was living with a woman and a man who were very dark, and the woman had been part of a coven, and so she was a witch. I lived with them for a little while, and everything was dark, all about them. They were very dark, dark people, and I lived in their basement, and I just prayed the rosary every night, and it changed me so much. I mean, I became a completely different person. I was motivated to go to confession. I was motivated to go to church. I felt so much better and so much happier. I mean, it was pure joy, just joy. That's what I felt. I felt joy, and I was, very productive, and but then I don't know what happened. Something with evil. Evil took that away from me, because the devil doesn't want you praying. The devil doesn't want you to be a good person, you know? He took it away. So, but now I'm going to pray again. And this time I'm never going to stop praying because I'm praying to never stop praying. And I'm going to ask for your prayers one more time. I know it's selfish of me, but I really need prayers right now. Prayers to really break through to the other side and just heal completely and really to be delivered from poverty. I don't need that much money. I really don't. Just a little bit more would be fine with me. And just prayers that I'll be okay. And prayers for all my petitions. And I'll pray for you guys too. I'm going to add you to my prayers so that everyone gets a blessing who watches my vlog. Anyway, so what else did I want to say? Oh, yeah, about the schools. I also wanted to mention that the classrooms will be different because there'll be a variety of seating. Students, people like different kinds of seating. So there'll be a sofa, small, or I forgot what they're called, just comfortable chairs, and then a table, and some desks. So everyone can choose where they want to sit and how they want to learn by their sitting arrangements, okay? And there'll be little tables in every room. I gotta go.